ay isang OFW or an immigrant, bago ka lang ba sa lugar kung nasaan ka ngayon? So for me, it only took me few days bago ko nahanap yung local church which I am part of now. And I want to share with you tips on how you can find a church community in a new and unfamiliar place. So before we go on, we are Christian OFWs working here in the UAE, and we make faith-based topics like this one, and if you are new here, please consider subscribing. So ayun na nga, as I've said, matagal na kaming OFWs dito sa UAE, and we've been part of a local church for more than 6 years now. And if you have been watching our videos, you will notice that our church community is a big part of our lives here. At madalas niyo ring marinig sa amin that being a part of a church community is important in our growth as followers of Christ. Gusto ko lang ulitin na isang quote na nabanggit na namin sa isa naming video titled Why Church. Ito ay isang quote ni Marshall Segal, the author of Not Yet Married. Ang sabi niya, "Following Christ is never meant to be done alone." At kahit pa nauso yung panonood ng online worship service, hindi pa rin ito mapapalitan yung growth na nakukuha natin pag face-to-face tayong nakikihalubilo and if we are plugged in into a church community. At naniniwala ako na alam mo na yon, kaya ka nga nandito sa video na ito. That's why we want to help you find a church community in a new and unfamiliar place. If you just moved to a new place, whether as an OFW or as an immigrant, is para sa'yo ang video na to. Alam namin na may extra challenge, new place, new season, new location. And while I give you the tips is I'm gonna share also my story how I found the local church that I'm part of now. First tip is ask in prayer. So for me, months before dumating pa ako dito sa UAE is I have been praying for the church na aatenan ko while I work here. I prayed for a church family and I specifically prayed, siguro kayo din, ganon, yung church family na kung saan is makakapag-serve pa rin ako kay Lord while working. And I believe that it's the heart of our Father in Heaven na for His children not to be isolated. That's why alam ko na sasagutin niya yung panalangin natin ito. And as much as we want, syempre, gusto natin yung halos kagaya ng church na pinanggalingan natin sa Pilipinas. Wala namang masama to pray specifically. It's not impossible pero mahirap na humanap ng church na kagayang-kagaya ng church natin sa Pilipinas. We can be as specific as we want sa ating prayer, pero I believe God answers according to what He sees that we need and not what we want. Tip number 2 is connect via social media. So, ito na nga, I actually stayed sa auntie ko nung unang dating ko dito sa UAE. And good thing kasi yung auntie ko is connected pa rin siya even kahit na through social media lang dun sa mga tao na galing din dun sa hometown niya na nandito din sa UAE. So these people invited my aunt to attend their church at isinama rin ako ng auntie ko. First weekend ko pa lang dito is nag-attend na ako ng isang church. And God is so good because He answered my prayer. Yun lang yung nag-iisang church na inatinan ko and I have been part of this church since then. You may be in a new place, pero definitely may mga tao na may mga connections na dyan sa lugar na yan. Don't hesitate to reach out to them, send them message, if you see that they are in the same place. Hindi man sila, pero baka may mga kakilala sila na part of a local church. Eto, you can also consider making a Facebook or an Instagram post or story na nagsasabi na you are in search for a church community. Nowadays, almost all churches have their FB pages and website or even YouTube channel. Kahit nga i-type mo lang sa Google yung Christian churches near me is marami nang lalabas dyan. It will also include their address, their contact information, yung schedule of their worship services, yung statement of their faith, and sometimes yung mission vision na rin ng church. Same goes when you type that search on Facebook. So sa social media pa lang, sa Google pa lang, sa Facebook pa lang is ang dami mo ng churches na makikita near your place. Kagaya ng auntie ko, that those people sa church na inatinan ko ngayon is they knew that she stayed nearby, is sila na yung nag-connect sa auntie ko para kami ang makapag-attend dun sa church nila. And number 3 is get to know your co-workers. If the reason for your move is your job, kagaya namin as OFWs, make connections sa iyong mga coworkers. Even if we live in the Middle East, UAE has tolerance pagdating sa mga religious gatherings. Marami ng bansa ang hindi lang multicultural, pero multi-religious pa. You have to go out there, go out of your bubble, and kilalanin mo yung mga colleagues mo. This third tip is important kasi marami sa mga churchmates namin ang invited lang ng mga workers nila na nag-a-attend na dun sa church. Nowadays ay meron na rin mga small gatherings na mas kilala natin sa pangalang life group, care group, small group, or cell group. These are small groups usually composed of 12 or below members na nagmi-meet outside ng weekly church service. If you happen to be invited by one, umattend ka lang. Wala namang masama if you will explore. It may take some time, but finding a biblically rooted church can open the door to so much. We don't have anything against online worship services. But we all know that we are not virtual beings. Napatunayan na natin yan, lalo na during and after the pandemic. We can watch online worship services all we want, pero hindi nun mapapalitan yung growth na makukuha mo lang if you are plugged into a church community. Sabi nga sa isang blog post na nabasa ko, we gather because online church is not a real church. Don't settle for less than what God commands. Sabi sa 3 John chapter 14, I hope to see you soon and we will talk face to face. Desire talaga ng isang anak ng Diyos ang makasalamuha yung mga kapatid niya sa pananampalataya ng face to face. Although you can connect to your church family via online worship services, it's just an occasional and temporary necessity. Because online church does not meet the biblical purposes, functions, and commands of gathering in person. Kagaya ng lagi naming sinasabi, maaaring trabaho ang dahilan kung bakit nandyan ka sa ibang bansa. Pero definitely, hindi lang yan ang gusto ng Panginoon na gawin mo. He wanted you to continue to grow in your relationship with Him at makakatulong dyan ang pagiging kabahagi ng isang church community. As an OFW man or immigrant, we were not created for isolation. Do not believe in the lie that you can do it alone. I encourage you to find a good and faithful church in your area. Our prayer is you would find a church community to call home where you can grow together in fellowship with other believers. Syempre, we also want to hear from you. I've already shared my story, how I found my church community. Ikaw ba ay bahagi na ng isang church community ngayon? You can share your story, how you've been plugged in or tapped in into that church community. And if you are still looking for a church community, you can drop your location in the comment section below at malay mo, merong makapanood nito na mai-connect ka niya sa susunod mong church community na matatawag mong home. Thank you for watching our video and we hope to see you in our next one. Thank you, bye-bye!
Observing kung ano yung nangyayari sa ating kapaligiran.
Hi, friend!
Hi!
I have something to tell you very important.
Kumakain ka nila. Kajun. O ka-early.
Hi!
Dito na na.
Hi!
Isang label na lang tayo.
Wow!
Isa lang yung mga ganito mga bata.
Sila, Brad Marco.